And to combat Manners Monday, let's bring Mel Gibson on tomorrow and have Jews Tuesday.
Yeah. Here's the difference between the two shows. After the break, here's a good radio tease. We get into the Mel Gibson stuff.
That's not very nice, though, for Manners Monday.
Yeah, well,
I don't think we should go through Mel Gibson.
Whoopi's doing nice radio, so I don't think she's going to be touching on the Mel Gibson drunk driving story from over the weekend.
No.
But we will, in its entirety.
Or she'll hit it with club music under it. Is he crazy?
What?
That's not very nice.
What did Whoopi say? What? Where were we going with the story of the weekend?
Mel Gibson? Let's get right into it.
Love him. He's out of his mind, lost his mind. He is truly Mad Max. Driving around, thinking about the Jews.
I love when these Hollywood guys get caught, man.
Yeah.
Because they got publicists around them.
They try to protect him all the time. He went through all that with the Passion of the Christ, all that anti-Jew thing that they said the movie was very anti-Jewish. And the publicist spun it. No, Mel isn't like that. And he got a few beers in him, got pulled over, and just started spouting. Boy, you say some dumb things when you're drunk, don't you?
Yeah, but to a cop, are you a Jew? What is that?
I don't know.
He's obsessed with the Jews.
Thing is, that just shows you how crazy he is about the Jews.
Yeah, when he's not walking the red carpet or doing those dumb interviews on TV, this is how he really thinks.
All about the Jews.
Right.
Oh.
So he was really, really hammered, right?
Yeah, pretty hammered. They said that they pulled him over, noticed him weaving around a little bit, pulled him over. He got out of the car and started talking about how effed he was going to be. Because the guy said, you're under the influence, going to have to take you in. So they were cutting him some slack by saying, look, no handcuffs, just cooperate with us. And he's like, you don't understand how, effed I am. And as they tried to put him into the car in a scene right out of Cops, which I want to see the dash cam of this, Mel tries to make a break for it.
Yeah. He did not.
Yes, he runs. Tries to run from the cop.
What, was he going to hide under a kiddie pool?
He's Mel Gibson, too. Like, what are you going to do? Where can I find Mel Gibson? It's not like he's going to disappear.
All right. Call Roger Murtaugh. Stupid Mel.
Getting too old for this. He tries to run quickly apprehended.
Imagine though he's hiding under the kiddie pool and they're like, Mel, we saw you go under the kiddie pool.
What do you want?
We know who you are and we know where you're at.
He's hiding in a closet. What? Right. Doing like they do on Cops. What? No, I'm in here. What are you doing?
I'm just searching the closet for Jews. I wasn't doing anything wrong.
I love this stuff.
Looking for Anne Frank.
Because, we put all these people on a pedestal, and you realize they're just like you and I.
They're regular people. Only, his choice of ethnicity to bash is different than maybe yours, or mine, or Jimmy's, or...
Yes, when you're in Hollywood, ixnay on the Jew bashing, stupid ass.
Oh, man, that is not smart.
Well, he wasn't able to get backing for Passion.
Yeah.
So he had to pull out all the money out of his own pocket because the Jews, I guess and this is another thing with Hollywood. For years, the insiders all know what's going on. When the news breaks enough where the public knows, then all the Hollywood insiders go, we knew this about this guy for years. So he wasn't able to get backing for his movie because he people knew about his anti-Semitic ideology.
His stance.
Yeah. So he bankrolled the movie himself, and lucky for him, it made a fortune, and he's rich, didn't need a single Jew, and that was that. But now it came out, he really has these feelings.
Well, let's get right into it. This is from CNN. I'm sure it gets even saltier, but CNN has to play it safe, I guess.
Did we get through the whole thing, though? The cops apprehended him after he tried to bolt?
Well, you studied this story over the weekend, so you could add in the stuff they didn't add to the CNN.
We'll see what they got.
Because I don't think they got the sugar blank line.
Yeah, that's a great one.
All right, here's the audio from CNN.
Reverberations from Gibson's arrest are spreading through Los Angeles.
To get what?
Now the L.A. County Sheriff's Department is embroiled in reports they gave Gibson preferential treatment after he was arrested early Friday morning in Malibu, California on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol. The entertainment news website, TMZ.com, reports authorities altered the arresting deputy's handwritten report, allegedly removing offensive comments Gibson made when he was arrested. TMZ alleges Gibson spewed obscenities and hurled sexist and anti-Semitic statements, including, quote, "Effing Jews, the Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world." Gibson then, according to TMZ, turned to the deputy and asked, quote, "Are you a Jew?"
Are you a Jew?
That's terrific. That's terrific.
I do love the fact, though, that the outrage in this country isn't about the fact that he probably could have killed somebody.
Right, driving drunk.
Yes, he had just run over the 8-year-old. They were pulling the ribbon out of the back of the rear wheel. But then he said something.
The pink patent leather buckle shoe.
When was the last time kids wore ribbons, though?
I don't know.
But it makes a great image in the grill.
It does. Yeah. Hey, let's say hi to...
Was that kid a Jew?
Let's say hi to Cigars and Scotch. Cigars and Scotch.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I heard they had to take in Gibson when he failed to goose step a straight line.
Oh, there you go. Bravo.
God damn it, that's funny.
Yeah, but this isn't nice, guys. It's Manners Monday.
Hey, he did not see the cop.
Oh.
Okay. Takes a little while.
All right, here we go. More.
I'll wait.
And he was going to give him a drink. He said, "I'd offer you a drink." That's right. Little wordplay jokes, folks. Elbow, elbow.
Hey, I came close to her, but it's not like I Hitler. All right, it's a reach.
They got the job done, though. You're not going to hear this on Whoopi Show. If you want nice radio, tune in to KTU. They're just nice all over the place for you.
Of course they are.
I just thought of a line so bad I gave myself the douche chill.
Oh, no. But you have to say it.
Can't do it.
The Hitler line wasn't bad?
Good point. He actually said to his friend when he was really drunk, "I'm really blitzed, Craig."
That's funny.
That's all right. What's wrong with that?
Craig, it works.
All right.
All right, here we go. More Mel Gibson audio.
Steve Whitmore, spokesman for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, will neither confirm nor deny the reports of Gibson's alleged statements, but told CNN the arrest occurred without incident, clarifying what that means. Quote, "Every time somebody is arrested, something out of the ordinary happens, but guns don't always have to be drawn. Without incident means without force." He went on to say, "There has been no cover-up by the Sheriff's Department. Nothing has been sanitized. The job of the L.A. County Sheriff's Department is not to focus on what he said or didn't say, but to establish his blood alcohol level and concentrate on the facts."
Nothing has been cleansed.
Nothing has been cleansed. Sanitized.
This is boring stuff.
Oh.
Well, they obviously cleaned it up and gave him preferential treatment, which is fine. But he must have been such a dick that they said, "We're just going to blow this out and embarrass him." Why else would they?
No. What happened was they threw him in the cop car. He started with this Jew bashing. The arresting officer wrote up a report with everything in it, every slur he made. About the Jews, the problems he had with him running away from the scene.
Well, he was also saying, "I own Malibu."
Yeah.
He was just being such an obnoxious ass to the cops.
You're effed. I'm going to have your job. I own Malibu. I can buy you. I'm going to use all my money to bring you down. Then they bring him to the station. He's sitting there just berating the police officers. He had to use the men's room. And they wouldn't let him, and he was handcuffed. So he's trying to get his arms around to the front, and they were a little scared that he was going to reach his zipper and make a mess all over the holding cell. So they led him to the bathroom. And
you gotta let him just.
You gotta let him just stand there and stain himself and then photograph it. Here's Mel Gibson.
Here's Mel Gibson with a puddle.
So they let him do that.
Standing in a puddle.
Standing in a puddle.
How funny would that be?
That would be really funny. Just a big dark stain on his jeans.
There's Mad Max on a wee-wee pad trying to call his wife in a blackout. Jackass.
Well, then he said, "I want my phone call." So they brought him to a payphone, or the phone that they use, and he took it off the wall, and it didn't work. So he started smashing it against the wall, and they informed him that he was going to be charged with more crimes if he broke the phone. Then a woman officer walks in, and it's Mel Gibson sitting there, so she looks at him, maybe a little too long because Mel decided to turn around and say, what the F are you looking at, sugar tease? That's the proper way to address a female police officer, to get the proper respect, to give the proper respect to her.
Here's Gibson's apology, I guess.
Gibson released a lengthy statement through his publicist Saturday, calling his behavior belligerent and saying, quote, I acted like a person completely out of control when I was arrested and said things that I do not believe to be true and which are despicable. I apologize to anyone who I have offended. I disgraced myself and my family with my behavior, and for that, I am truly sorry.
And the Jews suck.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that in.
I just want to go to the beach and fly a kite. I'm really depressed.
And finally, here's the last clip from the Mel Gibson drunk driving thing.
Anti-Defamation League issued a statement Sunday saying Gibson's apology was, quote, unremorseful and insufficient. They went on to say it does not go to the essence of his bigotry and his anti-Semitism.
Which goes much deeper.
The ADL is responding to reports that Gibson allegedly made anti-Semitic remarks, allegations Gibson did not directly address in his statement. Gibson's publicist, Alan Nerob, told CNN on Sunday he commented
Jews.
an alcohol rehabilitation program, nor would he address whether Gibson made anti-Semitic remarks during his arrest. He said Gibson's statement speaks for itself.
Ed Norton's a Jew.
He's going to go to AA, Adolf Anonymous. Oh. They'll raise their hands straight out to the right. Does that make sense? No?
Yes. I saw it.
Yeah,
visual.
It was a nice visual.
All the time.
On the radio.
Wow. So a lot of people, a lot of mixed reaction from Hollywood. Is what they're saying. Some people saying, the guy's got a problem. He's got a drinking problem. Others, I'm sure somebody like Spielberg, not too happy with him. Katzenberg. Annie Berg, not too happy with the guy.
Yeah, the Bergs aren't happy.
Weinstein, probably not happy.
The Steens and the Bergs.
The Bergs.
And don't think that if they get angry enough in Hollywood that they can't just wreck you and guarantee the theaters don't carry your stuff.
Of course.
They can. If they get mad enough, they could say, if you carry any of this guy's stuff, you're not getting this or that.
Yeah.
That sounded like a real insider talk, didn't it? What a dope, what a water cooler dummy I am.
What are you, a Jew?
But that was the biggest non-contribution. Nah, but dude, they can just, those guys. Yeah, really stupid? Who? I don't know. I just heard once. Speculative idiot.
Hey, it's Monday. Thank you for your input, Jimmy.
That's true. It is
being polite.
Monday.
Yeah, you got to be more polite.
More polite. Slam my face and...
Oh, yeah. Take your place and slam it, you babbling idiot.
I really am just of no value.
But I was hanging out with Mel Gibson.
Oh, you are? Yeah. You must not be one of those evil Jews.
What is that guy thinking?
I don't know.
Not?
Yeah.
Not thinking?
I think he has a drinking problem.
Could be. You have a few beers or something, and God forbid you got to get into the car because you got to get home. What do? You drive the best you've ever driven.
You drive, and if heaven forbid something happens, you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, right.
When the cuffs go on.
You know what? Talk about the deaf. Because they apparently can't hear and don't care.
Or just, say you don't have to apologize for the drunk driving and your racist, stupid... What are you doing, Mel? It's Hollywood. It's not like you're a construction worker somewhere. What an ass.
They're going to hear about it.
We do have the latest Gibson audio, too. Mel Gibson.
Oh. Thought you meant Henry. For you old people. You're laughing.
Here's the latest audio.
Years ago. I was a little kid. I used to peek out from my bedroom and watch Rona Martin's laughing.
You were 36.
36.
Here's Mel Gibson.
Gibson also said he's battled alcoholism all his life and is taking steps to return to health. As for his career, at least one industry leader, agent Ari Emanuel, is calling on Hollywood to give Gibson the cold shoulder. Gibson was also arrested in 1984 in Toronto for drunk driving. And tonight, Gibson's reps confirmed that he is undergoing treatment.
Yeah, and the front page of the Post has a Mel Gibson party picture.
Mad Mel.
he just looks like he's having a really good time.
Time of his life with a couple of Aryan girls.
A couple of very young blondes. He's completely hammered. The front page of the Post, you gotta just pick up the Post today for the front page. This one girl, like Mel Gibson is completely out of it. He has his arms around two broads, and the one girl is trying to make a point because she's got Mel Gibson's attention.
Yeah.
Look, she's got the finger in the air. She's trying to make some kind of poignant point.
And then I told this guy, I don't need you because I'm my own person, and I want to be an actress, but I have my morals, and I'm not going to compromise myself for anything. And Mel's just like...
I know. Mel's just thinking about what he's going to do to these girls.
Do your pants come off?
Right.
My agent wants me to do commercials, but I just don't feel it's artistic enough. I'm about the work.
Really? You know the Jews run Hollywood?
Well, my agent is Jewish. I didn't realize that there was others.
Get away from me. You're tainted. What a mess he is.
I'll play with your tainted like
I didn't mean tainted like that, baby.
Get the next Mel Mac.
And this girl just wants the picture with Mel. That's why she's smiling at the camera. Her friend's obviously taking the picture. Get a picture of me with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you one thing. His mugshot it's like a headshot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got
it
that
is
little
the
Superman
best,
hair coming out.
He's got a little curl in the front like Superman. It is the best photo I've ever seen of this guy.
He's absolutely dreamy.
Yeah, he's smiling because he knows the whole world's going to see this picture.
He's kind of looking up. Well, you've seen the mugshots on Smoking Gun.
Yeah.
They're horrific. Everybody's is. Yasmin Bleeth is on there just looking a wreck.
No, you know what he was saying right there? Look at his face. He was just going, you know who runs Hollywood? And then they snap the video. He's like, the Jews!
The Jews.
Well, that was his...
That prison echo.
His mouth is pulled back because he's going, he.
Smiling.
It looks like a smile, but he's slowly saying, he.
Oh, God.
I like how they're blaming his racism on the alcohol.
Yeah.
Like that's what, it was the alcohol. That's what, rather than that brought out my inner thoughts.
Every time I have a few too many, tip it back, I go off on the Poles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just I can't stop talking about Polish people.
Know what's interesting about the latest here? A rep for Mel Gibson says the guy is just trying to stay alive.
Alive?
Please. The guy is trying to bang young blondes in Hollywood.
He's not an alcoholic. His nose isn't red. He's a great-looking guy. He went out, he got hammered, and he spoke his mind.
There is not one vein showing in the whites around those dreamy baby blues.
Not at all.
They really are seductive. You couldn't not sleep with them. Male or female. I'm not entirely Mel Gibson. But looking at those blues.
His mugshot, dreamy.
That's what that blonde is saying. I'd still blow him.
that is a mugshot / Tiger Beat cover.
Yeah.
So that's the latest on Mel. He's pretty much screwed in Hollywood. Oh, and everyone is paying attention to the Mel Gibson story. And Michael Starr, he's just terrific. He writes a fine column in the New York Post. And
does he?
I guess he writes about radio here and there. And he thought that Jim Kerr's comments on the Mel Gibson situation was just terrific here in New York City.
Was it for a minute in between a Van Halen song?
Yeah, Jim Kerr's
and
like
a Queen song.
You know what sucks? Jim Kerr is a rock jock that's playing the same old rock songs.
Yeah.
And he's beating us in the ratings.
That is kind of sad.
It's very sad. That's our next target here in New York City, Jim Kerr. We got to compete against a jukebox.
So I guess they learned a good strategy is to play the rock stars on their records on your station and not put them behind the mics as the host of your station.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's a little smarter.
They just moved it a little over to the right.
Right. You want Van Halen? Play the album. Don't put the singer in front of a microphone.
You ready for a douche chill? We had some great comments about Mel Gibson yesterday. Yeah. Some terrific stuff. Some great comedy. Edgy comedy. Ooh. Michael Starr just ignored everything we said yesterday on the radio, and he says, Jim Kerr commenting on what Mel Gibson was drinking before his alleged anti-Semitic rant. Mm-hmm. The quote from Jim Kerr yesterday morning.
Here it is.
Probably wasn't kosher. That made the New York paper.
That's terrible.
What he was drinking was probably not kosher.
Jim Kerr should say that as he's queuing up a Zeppelin song and loading a shotgun at the same time.
With a toe trigger attachment.
To blast his awful brains all over the inside of the studio.
The line is so awful, but Michael Starr thinks it's so terrific it has to be in the New York Post today.
Because Michael Starr is a douche.
But we forgot about the 12-step program for Mel Gibson that the Daily News printed up today.
Oh, when the newspapers get a hold of a subject and they can make comedy of it.
Yeah,
it's always gold.
Making mirth, mirth.
Oh, some of the funniest stuff you're going to read is when the newspapers decide to take a comic angle on one of the top stories. Yeah.
So they got a 12-step program for Mel Gibson.
All right.
Starting with number 12, Anthony.
Oh, we're counting backwards.
I like the idea of counting backwards.
As atonement.
Well, is that the best one, though?
They all stink.
So how can you tell if you should go from 1 down or 12 up?
Because there's numbers in front of them. That's the only way to tell.
All right, you want to start with 1? Because I guess if it is 12 steps, you got to start with
You got to start with attaboy, Ope. Way to look at the program.
I'm smart.
I'll say.
As atonement.
No, that's 12.
Aren't we supposed to read 12?
No, Anthony, we're going. You don't go step 12 to step 1. Nobody starts at the top of the steps. All of a sudden, you're going to walk back up the steps.
Oh,
you start from the bottom.
Number
1. And you work your way to 12.
Sorry.
Can't get past the hunk on the bottom.
Here we go.
That's true. He's dreamy.
Number 1. As atonement. Number 1. Read the diary of Anne Frank.
That's depressing. Why would you? There's no laughs in that. Till the end.
Night by Elie Wiesel. And
that's on Oprah's book club.
The Chosen.
That's Oprah's selection.
Is
Night.
it?
Night.
I missed it completely. I hate when I miss something.
What do we miss? For?
Damn it!
What do we miss? I don't want to wait for the replay.
I need a DVR in front of me for this show.
He said there's nothing funny about reading it.
Until the end. I heard that.
Till the end?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, shit. It's like watching Roots backwards, so it has a happy ending. I thought that was all right. That was all right.
I don't know. Number 1 makes
I heard that joke
sense.
when I was in 6th grade.
No.
This is going to be an 11-step program because
what do you get when you play a country song backwards?
What?
I'm not telling you.
Why? Wait. Pull your stuff back.
It's pretty funny. Something about a dog, a car, and your wife. I don't remember that. All right, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Oh, The Chosen by
Chaim Potok.
From Beirut to Jerusalem by Thomas Friedman. And Maus by Art Spiegelman.
So he's got to do a lot of reading in the first
by Jews, all Jewish authors.
Yeah.
Number 2, see the film. The film's Life is Beautiful, Sophie's Choice, Schindler's List, even Exodus. Watch Paperclips, a documentary about Christian children who, to comprehend the number of Jews killed in the Holocaust, collected 6 million paperclips.
Wait a minute. I don't get that. Well, they collected paperclips, and wow, that's a lot of paperclips. So that's a lot
6 million is just a number, but if you have 6 million of something in front of you, like wow, I didn't realize.
Then why did they just make it easier though? Like 6 million atoms or electrons?
Because when you collect 6 million paperclips, it gives you a visualization of how many
thin they were. But who?
And oh my God, I knew someone was going to say it. Believe me, it popped in my head the second I read it.
Bob Kelly, he doesn't get paid.
What are you going to do?
Just a guest on the Opie and Anthony show. I promise we'll ban him for life.
Easy. Why? What's going on? I'm a little drunk. I'm just drunk. Oh, hey, fuck me in the ass. I can't drink on the
fuck you,
show.
cop. Are you a paperclip?
Yeah,
you fucking paperclip.
Hey, I heard the paperclips are cops now.
Paperclips start all the wars.
Yeah, paperclips around Hollywood. Haven't you heard?
Visit the Holocaust Museum in New York, Washington, and Jerusalem. So he's got to go on a little tour.
At Jerusalem.
There.
That's good to go.
I accidentally went into the one in Boston. It's like right on the sidewalk.
Isn't that creepy?
You're just walking in Boston. All of a sudden, you're in like some steamy.
They're all right over there at Faneuil Hall.
Yeah.
You know what that steam is, right?
What?
That's the bones of the Jews.
I thought it was supposed to be like the gas or something.
Yeah, it's the gas
represents
underneath.
Like the gas. So all of a sudden you're walking through and you're in like gas and there's like glass walls with names on them and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all creepy. And then you're like, what the hell am I in? Oh, a Holocaust memorial.
But right near all the bars, right near all the party spots.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, drunk.
So you could get drunk and
gassed.
All right, let's go.
Visit Auschwitz.
That's the 5th step of the 12-step program.
Yes.
For Mel
6,
Gibson.
or the Western Wall. 7, read the Old Testament.
Number 9 works.
I think he's probably read the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8, go to a Passover Seder. 9, or a Sabbath dinner.
That's fucking fantastic. I don't know how that would help, but just sitting there with Ozzy, Geezer, guys, Tony and Bill, just talking about Jewish people.
Ozzy, pass the salt.
Fucking Jews, I understand everything, Mel.
I don't understand why people don't like them.
Fucking
his paper clips, mate.
Everyone I deal with is Jewish. Sharon, dealing with money is all Jews. Check, please.
Fucking sensitive.
10, sit shiva. Sit shiva.
What is that?
I believe that's when a Jewish person dies. They sit shiva.
Yeah.
It's sitting on a box for a certain period of time.
I love number 11.
Have a sit down with Mel Brooks, Woody Allen, and Billy Crystal. Isn't that capital punishment?
That's terrific.
Well,
that's terrific.
Mel Brooks and Woody would be a wonderful sit down, but why would you want to sit down with Billy? So you could ask for a picture when you have the same manager and he goes, no cameras!
So you could talk about Mickey Mantle
resentment.
again.
So you could go, hey, can I get a picture? I thought you were really great tonight. I'm a comedian. No cameras! Yeah. But I said I was a comedian. No cameras! Right. Sorry, I just figured we were expressing the same art form. No cameras!
Hold a grudge.
Oh, believe me.
I hold a grudge like the JDL.
No kidding, man.
Amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Jesus.
He never forgets. To get that tattoo.
Never forget.
Jimmy needs to never forget.
Never forget that Billy Crystal blew me off for a photo.
He doesn't like the Holocaust. It was a photo Holocaust. He doesn't even follow the Yankees
anymore. His number.
He doesn't even follow the Yankees anymore.
No.
It's unbelievable.
Why would I?
Exactly.
I spoke my mind about that whole situation.
They're in first place.
What?
They're in first
cares?
Place. You still mad at him?
Give a fuck what they do, yeah.
He'll be mad at
I will always be mad.
Forever.
Yeah, that's just how he is. we accept it now.
He's looking for a Red Sox hat.
Really?
Speak,
he doesn't understand forgiveness or anything.
Not for that. I love Rivera, though. I'll always root for Mo.
All right, good old Mo.
Freaking lizard face.
The 12th step.
I freaking hate Mo.
12th step. As atonement, eat 10 pounds of pastrami, which Zero Mostel said, quote, killed more Jews than Hitler.
You fish-faced enemy of the people.
Did Zero Mostel say that?
Well, Daily News is terrific with their comedy writing. It's just wonderful.
I thought that was supposed to be comedy.
I don't know. I don't know what it was supposed to be.
Wasn't there a comedy one? Because I don't think that was it.
All right.
I think they were being serious.